What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more MLB plays in this video. These plays apply to prize picks and sports books. So no matter where you guys are, these are my favorite plays today in the MLB. They apply to all apps. We had a great start in the Tokyo series. We went 4-0 opening day. Did not go as well for us. Not super concerned. We've had winning seasons every single season. We had really good reads actually yesterday. Just some unfortunate things. I mean, Vladdy got on base twice, just was not able to notch a hit. And Crochet had 14 two-strike counts, was not able to get as many punch outs as we wanted to, but at the end of the day, we're looking to cash in this video, and I'm feeling pretty good about these plays. Let's get into it. MLB videos will be on this channel until the end of the NBA season. If you want all my NBA plays, at least the free ones, go subscribe to DOMG Props over on YouTube. It is linked down in my description. That is my main channel where the NBA plays will be until the NBA season ends. Then the MLB plays will be back on that channel. But we're sticking with the MLB on this channel for a while now. So let's cash with more winners in this video. But if you guys want a third play in tomorrow's video, be sure to leave a like on this video here, because if we get to 75 likes, I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video for you guys instead of just the normal two. But let's get to these plays here. Before we do, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. Join the DubClub right now with the link down in my description for a 2-day free trial. This gives you access to all of my sports, all of my plays, sent straight to your phone. It also gives you access to the Discord. You can talk to me and other members in the Discord chat, as well as getting free plays to my contributors in Asmi's Emo and Props. Asmi's has been insane with his PGA and his college basketball. Also has been cashing out on his underdog streaks recently. So those are just a couple of the reasons to join it. I didn't even talk about my records so far. In the NBA, we are over 80 units of profit. The NHL, over 50 units of profit. To put that into perspective, if you have $50 on each NBA and NHL play, you'll be over $6,000 of profit this NBA and NHL season. We also have the MLB in season right now, which is one of, if not my best sport. We've been profitable every single season, and that will not stop this year. So don't miss out on joining. There is that 2-day free trial linked in my description, or join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month. Both options will be available in my description. But now let's get to those free plays. Make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications on so that we can get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Now let's get to these plays here. The first play I like here on the board for today on either DraftKings or Prize Picks, we're going to go with another hit lay here. I love the hit lays. We've been cashing out on these. We do the same thing in the NHL all the time with points. We did these all the time in the MLB last year. I'm going to go with Yandy Diaz tonight to have a hit, and we're going to pair it with another player. However, if you're on Prize Picks or Sportsbooks too, I do also like Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs if you're looking for a little bit of a better payout. 6.5 fantasy score also looks pretty good to me there, but there's just not as much upside as other players because he's not really going to steal too many bases. But then I also like tonight Corbin Carroll to also have a hit. So pretty much just a hit lay here. So it's like two goblins here on Prize Picks, but it pays out the same as a normal square. So if you were to pair this one with like Shohei Ohtani, for example, it would actually pay out a 3x here over on Prize Picks. So it has the same payout as a normal square, and it's basically just, paying out like a minus 115 on a sports book typically. Basically what I'm trying to say is just treat it like one play over on Prize Picks. But Yandy here has a hit in 73% of games, at least last year. This is his first game so far this year. The Rays and the Rockies were the only teams to not play a game so far this year. But he's a hit machine, especially against left-handed pitching, which Kyle Freeland is. Against lefties, he was over in 80% of games, so a pretty nice 7% increase in hit rate when he was facing a lefty last year. The Rays are also pretty big favorites in this game if you look at it here. The Rays are actually a minus 218 favorite in this game. In games where they won last year, the hit rate moved all the way up to about 77%. Against lefties, 78%, and has a nice little streak going in the last few games that he's played. Although he does play in Coors, last year was not very good. He had a 5-8 record with a 5.24 ERA. That is pretty bad. They will be playing in Tampa this time around, but I think that's going to still go pretty well here for Yandy Diaz. The stadium is pretty nice. It's, I believe, hitter friendly. The only downside you could say here, I think, for Yandy is that he does not have a hit so far against Kyle Freeland. He has had 3 plate appearances with 1 walk, and then he has struck out twice. So he's actually never put the ball into play here against Kyle Freeland. But I'm not concerned because he has a lefty, and he also has a nice pitch mix, which Yandy Diaz is good against. He has a 331 on-base average against a sinker, though, that moves up to a 351. Slider goes down a little bit to a 274, but all the way back up to the fastball with a 358. So with all that being said, I think Yandy Diaz can actually get the best of Kyle Freeland this time around and is able to get a hit in this game here. I expect him to have 2, probably 3 plate appearances potentially here against Kyle Freeland. I think he's in a great spot to just have 1 hit here against Kyle Freeland. It's not too much to ask for. That's why I like him as the first leg of the hit lay. Next up, though, is going to be Corbin Carroll. If you are watching this after that game started, the Rays game here, after 4 o'clock, I am okay with the over fantasy score here for Corbin Carroll also, which is at 7. I believe it was 6.5 earlier when I gave it to the DubClub. but he has massive stolen base potential, which is why part of the reason I like this one so much. And if you're on a sportsbook or if you have other apps available, I like his over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Corbin Carroll, though, has a hit in 66% of games, at least he did last year. So far this year, he has indeed had a hit. He had a hit last game in a 10-6 loss against the Cubs. He has played the Cubs again here in a matchup against Jameson Taillon. Last year, like I said, he was over in 66% of games against righties, though. That moves all the way up to about 70%. And in home games, that moved from 66% up to 74%. And at home against a righty, over in 77% of games. And you can see the run he went on towards the end of last year, just being so good against righties, especially being at home. They're also going to be favorites tonight against the Chicago Cubs. They're about a -148 home favorite with a very nice 9 over-under. This was 8.5 earlier, slightly favored over. Now it's at 9, slightly favored under. Really good sign here for the over for Corbin Carroll. And by the way, a lot of these games factor in games where he only saw like 3 plate appearances or 1 plate appearance there when he was a pinch hitter. And in his career, he has had 3 plate appearances against Jameson, where he was able to have 1 hit, got walked once, and struck out once. So very good sign there that he does indeed have a hit in 3 plate appearances with a 500 batting average. He has hit a 325 weighted on-base average, but against his pitch mix here, the fastball that moves up to a 329, the cutter up to a 499, which are his top 2 pitches, about 60% of his pitches there. The slider, though, does go down slightly to about 273, and a little bit worse against that curveball. But the top 2 pitches that he throws the most, he has had a very, very good success against, especially that cutter with nearly a 500 on-base average. So I think Corbin Carroll's in a great spot here, and if you were to play this one at his fantasy score or the hits, runs, and RBIs, I think it's also a pretty good spot. You see his hits, runs, and RBIs, he's over in 55%, but his fantasy score, he's actually over in 56%. At least he's had at least 7 in 56%. And there are a couple pushes there. These are games where he's had more than 7. He has pushed this quite a few times there. And again, this was at 6.5 when he gave it out over in the DubClub, but it's since been bumped up to 7 because PrizePicks loves bumping things after I post. And a quick reminder too, you can pair this one with a main play on PrizePicks, like maybe you want to play Ryan Pepe at strikeouts tonight. You can see this would pay out a 3x over on PrizePicks, the same as a normal square. Before I get to my next play, I'm going to talk about Sleeper yet again because I love this app so much. And if you're not on it, you are personally missing out in my opinion. It's available 18 years and older, available in most states. If you use promo code DOMG, you get a 16% payout boost for all users, 10% payout boost for all users, this college basketball promo, a free square, and an offer of play $5, get $55, all by using promo code DOMG when you join. This app is awesome though. You can get a better payout compared to other apps like PrizePicks. Like if you like Edwards and KD's points tonight, it will pay out a 3.13x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x on PrizePicks. Those are a ton of reasons why Sleeper is one of, if not the best app to join right now. Get it for yourself in my description and use that promo code DOMG. Now getting into my next play here, this one is going to be over in the hits, runs, and RBIs category, and I'm staying in that same Tampa Bay Rays game. So it's important that you have those notifications on. And this is actually available on other apps out there. It is Curtis Mead over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Unfortunately, not on the PrizePicks board because they absolutely suck when it comes to MLB. So I recommend getting another app if you are only on PrizePicks if you're looking to play some MLB plays. But you could also just take his hit if you are only on PrizePicks and are stubborn and don't want to get another app. But you can find him on Underdog at 1.5. You can find it on Sleeper at a better payout than Underdog also. So the app I just showed off, Sleeper, has Mead at the best price I've seen so far out of all the apps that I'm covering. And it's also on sportsbooks, of course, like DraftKings, for example, at a -150. But yet again, the DubClub was able to get Mead at 1.5 on the PrizePicks board. They pulled it off the board after I posted, like they usually do. So it does pay to join the DubClub. But let's take a look here at why I like Mead so much over his hits, runs, and RBIs. He was only over in 29% of games last season. So why do I like this one so much? First off here, he had a hit in 63% of games, but against lefties was over in 76%. He crushes left-handed pitching. And while himself was able to do pretty good with hits in those games, his team just could not get him home in a lot of these games. However, this time around, he is the leadoff hitter today for the Tampa Bay Rays. And a lot of these games, he was not the leadoff hitter, which is extremely important if you want to score some runs and potentially also for some RBIs, but especially getting those runs. So I think that he will have at least 1 hit in this game, but I love the upside of the runs and the RBIs too for the better payout. But of course, you could take him for a hit if you want a less risky option and just Mead to have a hit today. But like I said, you see how he's been against lefties though in the past, just how many hits he's had. Tampa Bay Rays, which we talked about earlier, they are pretty big favorites. In wins, he was over in 5 out of 8 against a lefty, and he had a hit in all these games here except for only one, which was against the San Francisco Giants. What I also want to talk about though with this hit rate too is that in a lot of these games, he only had 1 or 2 plate appearances, but he is super, super good against these lefties, man. He really is. His 2024 batting average is a 238 against lefties in 50 plate appearances, a 364. That is an insane jump up there. That's over 100 in batting average right there, and compared to lefties against like righties or just as a whole. So his WRC plus went from a 67.4 to a 155.4. That is insanely high and a huge jump. He's a lefty killer, which is why they want him leading off today. But how is he against Kyle Freeland in his pitch mix here? He's not played Kyle Freeland, I do not believe, in his career. But you can see how he's been against a sinker, though, 272, against the slider, a 272, and the fastball, a 286. So he has a better batting average compared to other pitches against all three of his top pitches. So I think it's a recipe for success today for Curtis Mead to at least have a hit, but I think you will also go over his hits, runs, and RBIs, personally. I'm not done with the free plays yet, but a couple reminders here. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. There are a lot more MLB plays posted way quicker to the DubClub, like Yandy and Corbin were posted hours ago to the DubClub, like maybe 3-4 hours ago now. Just takes me a while to get these posted to YouTube, obviously, because I record an NBA video first, edit it, get that posted, things like that. So the DubClub always gets everything first as soon as I lock them in. And you also get more plays than these YouTube videos posted all the way up until game time typically. So don't miss out. Free trial is available in my description, or join it for the next month for only $15. Both options are linked available in my description. You also get access to the Discord, like I said. And you can actually get a free month of my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. If you are like going to join Sleeper today, for example, if you use promo code DOMG, you will get those bonuses on Sleeper, of course, but also if you take a screenshot, you can send that screenshot to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I will send you back a free month of my DubClub. But here's some more free plays now from the Daily Grind tool. This tool here shows off the best expected value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, there's some League of Legends plays that are a ton of value right now. You can also see there's some CSGO value on the board also. They like Buddy Hield over points tonight. And if you have a favorite play type on PrizePicks, like maybe you like to gamble a little bit, maybe you like the 6-pick flexes or the 5-pick power plays. If you click on that play type, it will help you find plays that fit into that play type for you in terms of expected value. It's an awesome tool, especially if you want to educate yourself on plus EV. It's an awesome tool. Get it for yourself in my description and use that promo code DOMG. Click on the fancy bundle, scroll down, and again, use that promo code. But they have another tool from the same guys here, sold separately, called the AI Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 22 slips on the board currently. Let's take a look at the underdog entry here. We're gonna go with Buddy Hield over 10.5 points and assist. They have some CS:GO here, and they also have some NBA value right now on Anthony Edwards under turnovers, Jakob Poeltl over 20.5 points and rebounds, and Miles Bridges under points and assists. Has a profit margin right now of 19.31%, and it is an insured entry over on Underdog. If you want this tool for yourself, get it for yourself in my description, click on the slip generator, and then scroll down and use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching it. So if in the next video, best of luck. If you want to say over $5,000 profit on PrizePicks, you watch this video right here.